we trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you.
Hi, Chapel City Church. Traci S here, the Director of Children's Ministries. Welcome to the rockiest railway in the history of Chapel City Church. Our theme for VBS this year is Rocky Railway. Jesus' power pulls us through. Now, when we first chose that theme, we had no idea that the Rocky Railway was going to be during a global pandemic. So here we are, adjusting accordingly to the tracks that God has laid out for us. But what better time than now to bring the gospel of Jesus to kids? Now, of course, our VBS is going to have to look different this year. So as we were assessing what we could do, we realized we need to go back to what our goal of VBS is. Our goal is and always has been to bring the gospel of Jesus to the kids surrounding us. Now, obviously, we can't have them come to us, so we have to figure out a different way to do this. So let's talk about how we're going to do that this year. I'm currently recording this video standing in my kitchen with this backdrop hanging over an empty curtain rod. So this is obviously not an ideal situation as far as we are concerned, but we have figured out a couple of basic ideas that we think are going to launch us into a fantastic VBS experience for the kids. We are going to open up registration in just a couple of weeks, and we are going to give kids the opportunity to get VBS in a box. Now, sounds much less exciting than VBS at the church with all of the big grand decorations we usually do, but the gospel can still be given. So we are going to provide VBS in a box for kids ages preschool to 5th grade. And doing it this way actually allows us to reach those younger kids because we can assemble some fun activities for them to do at home during this time. So once those boxes are assembled, they will be delivered to the different families. We also are going to be recording videos for kids to watch and to participate. So it isn't live interaction, but the kids can be walked through different processes with our usual leaders like Mr. Lepaka and Mrs. Shelton. We're hoping to even do some fun game things where the kids will get to stand up and stretch with our games crew. Some funny jokes will be told, so kids will still get to see the familiar faces that they always look forward to seeing in the summer. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions about, but what if all of the restrictions are lifted somehow before June 22nd? The problem is that we have to be planning, so we can't really plan for that, so we have to plan as if that is not going to happen. If the restrictions do get lifted, those of you who've been to VBS know we cram a lot of kids into one room, which is not super wise right after a pandemic. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to adjust. Now, in a perfect world, we would love to be able to have kids meet up over the course of our traditional VBS week, that June 22nd to June 26th week. But we'll see how it goes. If we are allowed to meet in smaller groups, then we'll probably send out some volunteers to meet up with kids at a park or maybe at the church. All of these things are still in the works. Like I said, we are already on a rocky railway and we are looking forward to seeing where we end up. But this is where we are starting. So we have kind of the skeleton for how we want to do this. Now we're just putting everything else in. So what do I need from you? Well, first of all, if you have any ideas for fun videos that we can give the kids over the course of the week, that would be fantastic. I know that a lot of families are tired of their kids looking at screens for school and for that kind of thing, but this is the best that we can offer for the time being. Now, we also are hoping to do a big event in the fall or whenever all of the restrictions are lifted, where we allow kids to come together. We do some super fun VBS wrap up, almost like a mini VBS for a couple of evenings. And then we invite the families to come for a dinner and some encouragement and to just hear from us as a church and to just be gathered together during that time. So you guys can also be signing up for that when more information comes out, when we know when we are allowed to do that. Also from you guys, I would love if you have any gifting or you enjoy things like editing videos or recording videos, or you like being on camera. Maybe you've always wanted to be a talk show host. Maybe you like doing funny jokes for kids, whatever, pretty much any gift is needed right now. So if you have any ideas, please, please, please send me an email. My email is traci.samandel@chapelcity.church. And I will stay in contact with you over the next couple of weeks on exactly what this is going to look like, and if I need you to come in and record a video or whatever we're going to need. So the final thing I ask of you is please, please, please show so much grace during this time. There are people on all ends of everything right now. There are people on the side of the spectrum that are really concerned about when things do open up, gathering together. There are people who are thinking, let's just do VBS. Well, we can't. So we need to be respectful of our authority and of who God has put over us, while also trusting God and knowing that ultimately our goal is to glorify Him. So we're going to do that via the Rocky Railway VBS. Please, please, please be in prayer as we figure out how to do this. This is uncharted territory, and I was so excited after VBS last year. I felt like our team really pulled it off so well. We had things organized and together, and that this year was going to be a breeze, and here we are. So please be in prayer. Please show a lot of grace, and please, please, please join us as we go on this crazy, rocky journey.
You give us hope and a life that's forever.